20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here, D. Watch the screen. Pass.
Yep.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Touchdown. Watch the twins.
Hey, Echo. Speed grip.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, Haywood.
23 is the mic. Switch up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Costello. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Attack!
You ain't going nowhere. Watch 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Watch the whip. I got it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
132 fighter. 8, read.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Hey, box drop. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Costello into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Come on, set.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
50, plant.
On 3rd and 2, Costello. Thomas has got it. Complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst-case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Maurice Hurst. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
X3, 218, chopper. Comet,
on first down, Costello. That's complete to John Ross. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Let's go. 15, run.
6-man.
Go.
Check cross. 43 is the mic. I'm coming.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Shift. 43 is the mic.
This is Mack on the counter. Powers through him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Mack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's Mack. Down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's to his running back, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Sanders is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
He's crashing.
Hey, 43. Switch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
43.
Check.
57.
They go play fake. Mahomes. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Yellow.
Check 13.
Hey, color.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Switch, switch, switch. Check. Yellow. Check.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Here's Marlon Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Good work, man. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the...
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Undercut. Attack. Hey, 15.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Costello. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Sam Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
50, Mike's 50. Set the tone, defense. Side strike. Let's go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Costello. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
60 outlaw. Squeeze.
Here's Mack. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Here's 2nd and 8. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a run with Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Back to throw. Costello eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marlon Mack hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. A little too far. It's 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. In his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got it. touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Costello going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return. It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance. Maybe play action? I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead. Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received the gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches say. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go.
Come to me, it's me.
5. Shoot.
Back to throw. Costello buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over. Now that
this is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Mack, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. On second down, it's Mack, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well, and then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
From the gun on third down, Costello. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Costello got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, 4th coming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Rolling to his left. Got a man open. It's Ross. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
70, Indy. 23. Hey, Alpha, go.
23 is the mic. And here we go.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Costello. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll run on first down. Mack, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a carry for Mack. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but